What's up, y'all? Sweet Potato here. Um, World Tour number 4, I think. We're here on the Dadcraft 73 Patron server. I'll have a link below. You should join. I play on here. I think I've played on his servers for 2 years now. This was my second ever true SMP to be a part of. I joined halfway through the season. Dadcraft 73 did a season tour, like he was touring all his patrons' bases, and I just got so inspired seeing specifically Ross and CK Grape's bases. It was the first time I've really seen people pay so much attention to landscaping, and I noticed how much it just made everything come to life. So, I wanted to start this tour here in the Nether Tunnels. This was also one of the first bases I had ever, or worlds I'd ever been on, where the tunnels were just so crazy, and everyone kind of decorated their own tunnels and like fully decorated them. And it was just some madness. Like, look at this tunnel. Just so much going on in this world. So anyway, the long story short, I joined this in 2020, I believe. And I wanted to start here in the Nether Tunnels just to kind of show what my tunnel looked like. So me and Corpius Rex, who also plays over on Bedrock with me, we both kind of based around the same area, so we shared this tunnel. And look at this. This was an amazing tunnel design. Corpus Rex came up with it, and I helped him build it. And it is just incredible. But you come down here, his base is further down there. When you exit off here, this goes to my base. And yeah, let's go check it out. I hope I have everything cleaned up. Or when it's nighttime. Yeah, so I'm in creative, but this was all done in survival. And I love that it's nighttime because we can just kind of look around and see everything real quick. Again, this was, I think you can kind of see the difference between this and the last world tour, which you should go check out the last world tour. All the world tours. You can kind of see the progress I've made as a player. But I just love this base. It feels alive. A lot of detail put in here. But where to start? I kind of based this on what would I like sort of a home to look like, if that makes any sense. I kind of have a dream in real life to live out on like a ranch. You know, maybe not a ranch, but have a couple acres, have a little farm, little metal house. You know, just live a good, 30 minutes from civilization at least. I don't know why, but that was kind of my inspiration here, was a Minecraft version of that, like just, I don't know, rural living. So let's get into it. This is my nether portal. You just ignore these guys. But you kind of come out and little grill, patio, pergola area. Follow this path. Brings you over here to my actual house that I based out of. And yeah, here's my little house. My little fountain over here. I love putting what are those again? Crystal thingies. I love putting those in a water fountain because they kind of bob up and down. Make the water actually look like it's moving. Ooh, and the sunrise. Perfect. If we come in this little house, it's just a little little small shack, but it overlooks the ocean, this little bay. This bay was the whole reason I chose this base. And yeah, there's not a whole lot to see over here except this cool view. So yeah. When we come out the actual front door that we just came in, got a little greenhouse over here. I would love to have an actual greenhouse one day. And I would love to run it off of aquaponics, which is where you have fish in a fish tank and the fish water gets pumped through grow beds to help everything grow faster. The fish waste helps fertilize the crops, and the soil extracts the fish waste, and you pump the water back in. The fish get their water filtered. The crops grow. I mean, it doesn't really happen in Minecraft, but that was the idea. Unfortunately, all my fish despawned because this is right on 2 chunk borders. So not great planning on my part, but this was all built sort of later in the season, so I underneath here, nothing on this floor, but I have a few layers of just little farms I liked. Dripstone farm. I think this is an AFK fish farm, yeah. Silent Whisperers design. Root farm. What is that again? Low Lichen farm. Netherwort farm, lava farm. A purper, whatever, coarse fruit. Yeah, coarse fruit farm. You could call it a purper farm. You gotta shoot all those down, flip this lever. No. Yes. Yes, flip this lever, and water opens in the back. And breaks everything. Sends it down here. Give it a second. Turn it off. Everything ends up over here. You gotta replant it. I'm not doing that right now. And actually, this is a big fish smelter. I got tons of fish because I built a fish farm. Next level is my wool farm, which this was actually the first thing I built down here. Little chicken cooker in the wall. Small little honey farm over here, cranking it out. So I kind of have, you know, sort of everything I could need down here. A lot of minecarts moving. Probably bad for server performance, but I put the sheep in a 2-wide cell so they can get grass faster if they want it. And down here, cactus farm, pumpkin and melon farm, flower farm, fungus farm and root farm, composter, bamboo farm, just all the farms down here. This is just a little spot where you can AFK when you got nothing else going on and get all the stuffs. Some of them are a little manual like this. And this is where I get my azaleas. Sea pickle farm. Just like I said, all the farms down here. That's all hidden. Like I said, underneath the grow house, the greenhouse, whatever you call it. And we can just keep following the paths everywhere. There were mini blocks right here. These weren't, you know, these were kind of hidden in the ground when I was on this server. And when there's grass right here, it kind of hides it and makes these look like little cattails. This little pond, I just love this little seating area. And I wish rivers in Minecraft actually did this, but I've got this flowing all the way down. It flows all the way over here. Nice little natural spring looking thing. Yeah. I love this. I love the work that I put into this. This was actually probably the first build was this right here. Small storage room. I tried to keep everything compact in this world. I didn't want some massive storage area. So kept it pretty small. This was all my stone and gravel and dirt. Eventually I expanded it. So yeah, just a little place to drop all the stuff up here. It all comes down here. No redstone really, just hoppers. All manual sorted. All the tree stuff, all the mob drops. You know, very basic sorting system, but that's what I wanted. And when I say I expanded it earlier, I built these little silos out here, like grain silo type things. And it's really cool because if you come over here, you can throw a shulker up there, or you can manually dump a bunch of stuff in here. And down beneath here, there's a clock that you can turn on, and it'll shoot stuff out of that dropper if there's anything into a water stream. Oh, there it goes. I actually had stuff in there. I didn't know I had stuff in there. And it gets shot out, comes over here, goes up this bubble elevator, and starts going through the grain silos. And inside the grain silos, I've got a sorting system for sand, gravel. All of it gets sorted into these double chests. Fills up some shulkers, so if I ever need one, I can grab a shulker and go. Yeah, let's get rid of that. In this bigger silo, I've got granite, diorite, dirt, stone. No, andesite. That's andesite. Again, same system. Kind of weird, janky sorting up there, but it works. And then this last one has stone and cobblestone. Light indicators to tell you how full they are. And anything left over keeps coming and drops back down through here and runs through the system again. So if anything gets missed, you know, Bedrock's kind of buggy about that. It can miss things, but instead of putting 2 filters to save space, I kept it as 1. And anything that gets missed just runs through the system again, and eventually it gets caught. Yeah, I really like that design. Over here, I built another little pond. And, you know, being a good little ranch house, I decided to put in a well house, keep the tank full. You know, you got cattle or horses or something, you wanna keep them all watered, keep your watering well full. I even dug a little hole. There's water down there. You see, little pump in there. Janky little well house, but I like it. I forgot. It's been a while since I've been on this server. Well, it's actually a world download, but you know what I'm saying. Over here, we have the tree farm, which is another Silent Whisperer design. If we jump in here, it's a giant mess. This is a Silent's tree farm that can do any single size tree. Is probably out of date. I bet it still works for acacia, spruce, oak, birch, all that. And over here, I just got a little cube maker, pushes it all out here. And I think it can come all the way out to here. And I can break it. I was running a little wood shop on the server at one point. Yeah. Works like a charm. Keep coming over here. We got my smokehouse, which is conveniently, you know, a super smelter. All fits in one chunk. I think it can do a shulker in about 4 or 5 minutes. Just gotta manually load what needs to be smelted, manually load the fuel, drop a shulker right here, and yeah. Oh, I was using scaffolding. This was back before scaffolding got nerfed. And what better to have attached to the smokehouse than the livestock, because that's who I am as a person. Animals need water. This was a hill, so I built a little berm. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but they're like river rocks inside a metal cage that some people stack up along to help make a berm. That was kind of the inspiration on this little part right here. Yeah, I think it came out looking pretty good. What else we got? There's a notice board, tour book I made for DC whenever he did his tours. Guest book people could sign. Oh yeah, and then just a few like aesthetic things too that didn't really serve a purpose. Down here, a little seating area right here at the bay. Nice little area. Got your umbrella. Little campfire area over here. So that when you're barbecuing, if you want to wind down the barbecue late at night, you're done cooking, you're done eating, you're going to go down here and have a drink around the campfire with your buddies. That's what I mean when I say it was kind of more inspired by real life than by, I know a lot of people do like fantasy builds and stuff. One of my favorite places out here is over here. My friend Ross helped me decorate it. I was talking about Ross earlier. This is inspired by, my family used to have family reunions, like 100 people. I mean, just big family reunions. I miss those days. They were awesome. But the place we would always stay at was this little ranch that we would rent out for a weekend down here in Texas. And there were a bunch of mini blocks. Again, the mini blocks didn't really come on the world download. I don't know why they all got deleted. But there were little seats around here where you could sit at these tables. In real life, none of the tables or seats were anchored anywhere. They were kind of moved around a lot. So you'd often see us with 2 or 3 tables and a bunch of people sitting around. You could separate them out if you wanted to. When you came in, this design, like I said, 100% inspired by the place we stayed. Had a big kitchen in the back, ovens. I mean, oven and refrigerator placement. Everything was like, this is all true to the place I stayed at. I had a big projector screen. See, I got a little projector up there. Big ceiling fans. But yeah, we all slept upstairs in this little U-shaped second story. I mean, you could walk right up to the rail and see everyone down there, people sitting around the fireplace, just beds everywhere. And there were these 2 huge bathrooms, one in each corner upstairs. Yeah, this just brings back a lot of memories. Got a shower head, hot and cold water. Come out of the shower, restroom over here. You know, sink, everything. Bathrooms, you know how bathrooms work. This area is the same way. And downstairs, there were little individual rooms and, more sort of private bathrooms down here. These were always reserved for my grandma and some of the other older people, family members that didn't want to use the stairs, so they got their private bedrooms downstairs like they should. Laundry, little laundry room over here, and there was a pantry, I think, over on this side. Yep, little pantry. Another set of rooms over here. Ross did such a good job decorating these. I am not an interior decorator. They came out so good. And pretty true to real life too. Little side yard, little side entrance. Came over here. Sand volleyball court. tetherball courts. We used to go fishing a lot. There was a little stock tank where the ranch owner kept full of fish, and his cattle would go drink at it, and we'd go down there and fish. It was super dark. That's why I didn't put any lights over here. We'd go catfishing at night. So you're getting a little bit of a world tour, a little bit of a jog down memory lane from me. It wasn't located on a beach, but I wanted to put it on the beach anyway. I got some of that overgrowth. If you've ever been to the beach, you got, well, at least a lot of the beaches in Texas, the long sandy place, and then just overgrowth where the water might come up here, but usually doesn't, and it's crazy full of weeds. Over here I put a cave simply because this whole area you see had to be custom terraformed, except that middle part right there. So where this river is, there actually was a river, but it was down at sea level. It went all the way around back there and came out right here. And if we go in here, you can see what I'm talking about. This was the natural terrain. I just kind of covered it up. Didn't really decorate down here. Just covered it up. Actually, I think this might have been the first build that I ever did on this world. I always start my worlds with Iron Farm, Trading Hall. Yeah. So nice little trading hall. I think I got everyone max discounted. Close to. Iron Farm in the middle, like I said. All the books. Just all the books. Yeah. There's another entrance, another way to get here that I've hidden down in this water. So there's an entrance there, and then there's the cave over there to get down there. But, I mean, that's a utility area. It's not really a decorated area. And I think the last path at the surface, you come over here, and off to the side here, probably the last thing I built in this world was this little fake ender chest. Obviously fake. Candles make a really good large scale ender particle looking things. And this is where I dumped off all of my ender chest. So I don't know if I've said this on a video before, but I always color code my ender chests. Red is redstone, orange is food, yellow is rockets, yada yada. I'll have an episode of that coming up on Bedrock where I actually walk through all this. So subscribe to the channel so you can see all my tips and tricks. I don't know what that was for. A couple armor stands, and my ender chest was empty. I completely emptied it, put everything in here. So anyone who was on Dadrock Season 1 could come grab whatever they needed, I guess. I always empty my ender chests at the end of the season. Come over here. And this was the entrance to my mine shaft. Hop in here. Go. Except this wasn't really a mine shaft. I didn't do any mining down here. I just decorated it. But down at the bottom of the mines is my gold farm. Must be empty right now. Yeah, oh, there's some gold. So standard portal ticking gold farm with a trident killer. That's enough of that. Trident killer down there. And if you run down here a little bit, I had a spider spawner and spider killer. Yep, all the stuff. So that I don't know. Just another little utility area that I wanted to decorate to kind of disguise it a little bit. Go back up. And that got me thinking, what do miners always do? Like whenever they mine something, they have those little washboards to try to like find gold. They like run it across a bunch of different screens and let the gold fall out. But these guys were irresponsible and they let it run out here, and I don't know what kind of pollutants they were putting in the environment, but it made some weird growth out here. Not natural. Definitely not EPA approved. But anyway, see, that's pretty much this base. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. Over here in the crop farm, that's also attached to everything with these paths. I got my wheat farm, and again, back to trying to hide farms. I hid a farm under the farm. I wanted to hide it, make it kind of look like a crop circle, like aliens landed or something. And the reason it's in this particular design is I was trying to make a cool design that also allowed for maximum spawning platforms. And so if we go down here, you can see I've got spawning platforms down here, buttons to block spiders, trapdoors to block skeletons and zombies, and just so many layers of it. There's a lot of layers to this farm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers. If you come all the way down here, there are 4 trident killers. You could turn them all on. It's kind of noisy. You could sit here and creepers just fall. It's nice. Creepers fall, get killed. You have a looting 3 sword. You get all the drops. I spawn proofed all the caves around here. It was pretty effective. Let me turn these off. They're loud and annoying, and in fact, I don't even think there's any tridents in them right now. But when you stand here, the XP can actually come out and come up to you, so it's pretty nice. Nothing can get you from above. And if we come down here, we have the collection system that collects all the gunpowder. And I also put a full, this is 4 chunks, I think. I put a full 4 chunk sugarcane farm. So this was basically my rocket factory. And it cranked out the materials. I mean, not crazy fast, but fast enough that I never ran out of rockets. So that was pretty nice. Again, just I always like to hide my farms as best I can, at least. And I really, this is probably one of my favorite designs to hide a mob farm. I know most people just build their mob farms in the air, but yeah, I really wanted to hide some stuff. And then the only other thing in this area is over here. I don't remember if this is up or down, but we're in creative, so it doesn't really matter. We go all the way down. And this is deep slate now, but this was all bedrock back then when I was playing here. And I was going to turn this room into like a museum. I just never finished it. This was all my first armor, first diamond, first tools. This was a bunch of villagers that died making my villager trading hall. And we also had player heads on this world, and I managed to acquire one of every player that was on the server this season. And I had them out here, but similar to the player head mini blocks that I was talking about. They didn't really make it in the world download for some reason. Small little brewing station, nothing special. This I actually did go mining in quite a bit. Just a big mining hall. Yeah. Also a way to hide my beacon so that I could have haste 2 all over my base. And that's about it for this area. My main base. Of course, a bunch of trees. Bunch of landscaping. Oh, and there's another, I forgot, I put a water well here. This is actually the main entrance to get down to the trading hall. So yeah. I'm still shocked that this is how it looked when I first got here. And I had to build all that. And it came out really good. I'm proud of myself. What can I say? Especially, like I said, if you go back and look at the first 3 worlds that I did, the 2 with my good friend on our private 2-player realm, and then season 1 on the nest with Blue Jay, I think this just shows a lot of improvement. And really not that much like better at building. Again, the trick I learned was how much landscaping, paths, and lighting can really make your base look so good. And if you're following me on Twitch, you'll notice this was kind of the screenshot that I have on my starting soon and my be right back screens and my outro. Actually, you'll see it at the end of this video. That was this world. So yeah, super happy with how this base came out. Yeah. I had a couple other builds. Big fish farm that I built on here. The shopping area is amazing. Maybe one day I'll have to do like more of a full world tour series for just this world. But the purpose of this series is just to really show off my bases. So that's it for this. Thanks for watching. I'll probably try to do another world tour. Season 2 of Dadrock just wound down. And so I'll probably be trying to tour that here in the next little while. I'm in no rush because I don't really have any worlds to tour after that. Not for, another year when we're done with season 2. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Come hang out on Twitch. Links are all down below. And go give Dadcraft a follow if you're not following him. His patron worlds are just like some of the best. So yeah, thank y'all. See y'all later. Bye.